I'm here with the Kodak FZ55, and this is a very nice little camera with 5x optical zoom and digital zoom, of course. Now we took this one to the zoo to see how well this would perform with quite some distances, and if it's better than like your phone to use a thing like this. It's very, very light, so that's quite nice. So let's take a look. So let's look at some different images here with the FZ55, and I think the 5x zoom is really a sweet spot here for this thing. You can make some really cool images. So first up, here's a black monkey, and this is the FZ55 with 18x zoom. You can see zoomed in that far. The image starts to degrade just a little bit, but I do like the colors here, green and a monkey there. So it's quite moving, just quite a bit, but it's still okay there. And then the next up is a brown monkey. This is where you really can see the quality of this thing. So this is just a little bit closer, and then with a 5x zoom, I think this is a really quality image. The monkeys were below like this wooden structure here, so it's just a little bit dark there, but I really like the colors of the background, the red and brownish, and then the monkeys are very much in focus with the 5x, and you can really see how much more closer you can get to the object that you're photographing with a 5x zoom. Then I have the same monkey here with a 20x zoom. I think the monkey posing there is quite nice, but with a 20x zoom you can already start to see the image degrading just a little bit here. Not so much as with your phone, so let's take a comparison here. This is a 12x zoom with my Nothing phone, and this is completely unusable. So the difference here is quite large. So this is 20x zoom with the FZ55, just a little bit further away with, and then the same spot with my Nothing phone, and then that's just completely unusable. So I think that's really the use case here for little cameras like this with the 5x zoom. The sweet spot is in that 5x range, and I have a cool image here of a goat that really shows that. So the goat here in the giraffe enclosure was quite close by. And here is the FZ55 with a 5x zoom that really brings that animal very close for the picture, and I really like the detail here. So this is something that you wouldn't be able to do with your phone, and I really think that that's a perfect use case of the FZ55 here. Then let's look at the giraffe. This is the giraffe zoomed with the FZ55. I very much like the green colors here of the grass. And you can see it's focused just a little bit on the back of the neck here, while the rest and the legs are just a little bit blurry because it's moving quite fast. But I think that's a very nice picture. And here is almost the same picture with an iPhone, also a 5x zoom, but you can also see the image degrading just a little bit here. So that's the difference you can get with the FZ55 here compared to like a phone camera. And then let's take a look at another image here of some penguins. So here is the FZ55 zoomed at 5x, which brings the penguins just a little bit closer. We weren't that far from them for the enclosure, but with that water between us, it's still just a large distance to cross. When you take that with your phone, you can't really get this close and get a quality picture, but I think that 5x range is really the sweet spot here of a camera like this. So I think the quality here is very, very cool. The green of the grass there is very sharp, and then when you zoom in just a little bit further here with 12x, you can still see the penguins quite close up. I think you can go from like 5x to 8 or perhaps 12 if you can really keep this steady, which is quite difficult to do. So this took quite a few shots to get this, but when you do, I think up to that 12x range, a camera like this can do just fine. But 5x is just the best for a camera like this. And using the zoom on this is quite easy. You have the zoom buttons right there, the W to zoom out and the T to zoom in with a little looking glass plus and minus. So that's quite easy. You can easily view your images with the play button right here, and you can turn off the flash with one button, the macro there, and you have a little menu. So it's very easy to use. You also get a USB port right here, so you can charge the battery in there, but also take your photos off, so you don't need to use like an SD card reader. You also get a fixed battery, which is quite nice, so you can charge it in the device and you don't need to use any AA or AAA batteries. And you have like the card here, so you can load your photos onto there. So I think all in all, a very good device here, and definitely a step up from using your phone.